Hoops talk for the streets.
Family, what's good? Welcome back. I wanted to give some of my All-NBA team selections and my season awards in a special segment, right? So this year was very hard for me to choose. This year in particular, because there were a lot of factors due to availability, stats, team record, games missed, all of those kind of things. So it took me some time to actually make my All-NBA selections and slightly with my season awards, but the All-NBA team selections was very, 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 very difficult, right? So let's go over them. I'm going to start off with the season awards because that was a little bit easier. First up, for my coach of the year, I think it's locked up already locked up with Mike Brown in Sacramento. Congrats to him. I think he's got that for snapping the Kings' 16-year playoff drought in his first year. I think that was phenomenal. He really has those boys playing well, really has those guys working. They are the number 3 seed in the Western Conference. First playoff burst in 16 years, as I said before. So he deserves Coach of the Year honors. For Sixth Man of the Year, plenty of options. There are 3 in particular. Manuel Quickley, Malcolm Brogdon, and Malik Monk as well. It's crazy because all 3 of these guys are averaging 14 a game. So it's basically just a matter of preference of who you want to choose. So I'm not going to lie, I couldn't even decide who my Sixth Man of the Year was. But to me, it was between 2 choices, Manuel Quickley and Malik Monk. But I'm going to have to go with Quicks. Got to give New York some love. I think he's been playing exceptional this season. He's really came on strong as of late. In the beginning of the year, I didn't have Quickley. I had Malik Monk a lot for majority of the year. I think he deserves a lot more consideration that he's getting. But I think with the recent surge that Quickley has been having, keeping the Knicks afloat amidst all their injuries, I'm going to give it to Quickley. Most improved player, right? So this one was also a tough debate. Mainly between 2 players in my particular opinion. So some of the candidates for most improved player, Lauri Markkanen, SGA, Tyrese Halliburton, Jalen Brunson, and some people have Mikal Bridges. So I'm going to go down the list. SGA, I don't even know why he's in this particular category because if you didn't know he was already nice, shame on you. So I don't think he's most improved. He's been nice to me. So that would be on you guys if he's in that most improved player ranking. It's the same thing as last year, like when Ja won it. Why is Ja winning most improved player? Everybody knows Ja is good. So that's ridiculous to even have him in that category. And I think it's a little disrespect. But Tyrese Halliburton, I think his stuff is going to be short-circuited by total availability. I think he's missed a lot of games, and I think there are more deserving candidates. Not saying that he hasn't been most improved because he has been also extremely most improved, very deserving, but because of the games he's missed, I'm going to drop him down on my rankings. To me, it's between Lauri Markkanen and Jalen Brunson. I've been on Twitter being very vocal about this. It's been a very, very difficult decision for me in that most improved player ranking. Jalen Brunson basically went from 16 points per game to 24. Has the better record out of those 2 and maybe more team impact. Lauri Markkanen has really been the epitome of a most improved type of player. He's been sensational this year. First time All-Star, averaging 25 on 51% shooting, going from 14 points per game to 25 points a game is also a very seismic jump. So going over, basically, that's an 11-point difference. So that's that's the definition of what you call most improved, maximizing your scoring by double digits. So that's amazing. So me personally, this one is a tough one. I won't be mad if either one of those get that. But for me in particular, I'm going to go with Lauri Markkanen right there. Lauri Markkanen for most improved player. Rookie of the year. This ain't even a question. Jalen Williams, stop it. Paolo Banchero is the Rookie of the Year. You know how vocal I've been about this for damn near the entire season. I'm not playing. There is no other candidates other than Paolo in the Orlando Magic. 26-3, became the first rookie since LeBron to have a 25-5-5 debut. He's one of the most polished rookies that I've ever seen. He has more 30-point games than single-digit games. Stop it. Paolo Banchero is a Rookie of the Year, and there's no debate. Defensive Player of the Year. There was a lot of selections, but to me, there's only really one true winner. Jaren Jackson Jr. to me is easily, by far and away, my defensive player of the year. 18-6 with 3 blocks on the season. He's been spearheading that Memphis Grizzlies defense since he's gotten back into the lineup because we know he missed the first portion of the season. Brook Lopez, he's been also up there as well. Bam Adebayo, great defender, but doesn't even average a block a game. So that to me brings him down a little bit. One of the most versatile defenders in the league, though. Evan Mobley, he probably should get some more Defensive Player of the Year shine, but he's not going to get it this year. So Jaren Jackson Jr., Triple J to me is most definitely your Defensive Player of the Year. MVP, let me know, there has been much crazy debate over this. It's getting into so many different factors that don't even have anything to do with NBA, with basketball, with MVP voting. But 3 major candidates: Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, Giannis. I'm throwing Tatum in that mix. Luka is in there as well, but he's kind of taking a step back without making the playoffs. That shit is unacceptable, so you are clearly out of my MVP rankings. This one was tough, but not really, because I keep that same energy, right? I already said it last episode. Joel Embiid is the MVP of this league, averaging 33 and 10, most 30-point games this season. It's Joel Embiid's year for MVP. He's been excellent. He's been tremendous for another season. He's been probably the most unstoppable offensive player in the league this season. Nothing taken away from Jokic. He's been excellent this season. This year, I actually think he's more deserving this year than last year because the Nuggets do have the number 1 seed, and I didn't like where the Nuggets team record last year, so I didn't think he deserved it as much. But this year, he's not getting it. Giannis probably is maybe the number 2, only because of the Milwaukee Bucks record. They're the number 1 seed in the East, but they have a very deep team. They have a very deep team, a very stacked team, that Milwaukee Bucks team, and they've still won games with Giannis taking a break and taking a couple of games off. So I'm going to step him back from MVP at this one. And to me, Joel Embiid is an NBA MVP of 2023. Now let's get to my All-NBA team selections, right? I'm going to start with first, second, and third team. I'll start off with the All-NBA third team selections. Now, I'm not going to lie. These shits were very, 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 very difficult to me to even select these, right? So, actually, we'll start on the first team. My All-NBA first team: Embiid, Giannis, Jason Tatum, Steph Curry, Ja Morant. That's my All-NBA first team. All-NBA second team: Nikola Jokic, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and SGA is my All-NBA second team. My All-NBA third team. You guys may want to argue with me a little bit here, but hey, I'm picking who I want. This is the above the rim All-NBA third team: Anthony Davis, Julius Randle, Jaylen Brown, Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker. That is my All-NBA third team. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to make an edit. Look at that. Me making an edit to my All-NBA third team live on air. I'm going to have to sub out Donovan Mitchell and put De'Aaron Fox in there. I'm going to have to put D Fox in there. I'm sorry. I can't believe I missed D Fox on my All-NBA third team. D Fox has to be there. Listen, it was tough. That last spot for that guard, the last 2 spots for that guard spot on the third team, to me was between Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker, James Harden, and De'Aaron Fox. That's very difficult to choose out of those 4. I really didn't know who I wanted to select. Some of it came down to availability. Some of it came down to stats also as well. But if you look at the availability, they're pretty all even. Devin Booker played, around 50, 51, 52 games or something like that. James Harden played around 56, 57. So they're all in the same range. Donovan Mitchell actually played more games, and De'Aaron Fox played more games as well. But I'm not picking my All-NBA teams just solely on availability. I'm picking it on when you were on the floor, how you impacted the game, how you impacted your team, how good you were this season. So I'm going to have to alter that a little bit and go De'Aaron Fox, Devin Booker. I'm sorry. Y'all might be mad at me for picking Devin Booker, but I don't care. He's having an excellent season when he's been on the floor. In the month of March, he's been damn near the best player in the month of March, him and Joel Embiid. So I'm not trying to hear it. He's averaging 28, 4 and 5 on the season. I don't want to hear it. James Harden has been excellent, of course, 21 and 10, damn near leading the league in assists, but Donovan Mitchell playing excellent. He's averaging 28 or 29 a game. He's been phenomenal this year. Listen, you can't go wrong with any of his picks. I'm picking Jaylen Brown in my 4 spot because he is eligible to be forward in this particular year. But it's tough, man. So Devin Booker, De'Aaron Fox is my 3rd guard spot. Anthony Davis, Julius Randle, Jaylen Brown, Devin Booker, De'Aaron Fox for me. So those are my All-NBA team selections. Argue with me if you want. Fight me if you want. Scream at me in the comments. I'm here.